Pokémon Day is celebrated on February 27th every year to commemorate the release of the first two Pokémon games back in 1996. We're here at the Pokémon International Championships to ask fans, what's kept you so engaged for almost 30 years?
I love the fun, I love the social side, I love watching the games. It's just such a good atmosphere, I think.
Well, it started round about 2006, probably 2005, when I was in primary.
I first started watching the anime in around maybe 2003, 2004. On the second season, the Johto Journeys, I just loved all the different Pokemon, all the designs. They were just really, really, really cute.
1998. I was about 7 or 8 years old. I remember watching Pokemon on TV, which made me become a fan, and I bought the first game, Pokemon Blue.
And how long have you been a Pokemon fan?
Since I was about 5 years old when I first started collecting the cards. It's been a few years after they came out, but I've started probably around Gen 2.
When I was young, I always had a sense of longing, kind of like FOMO. I used to always see conventions like this that was similar, and I always wanted to kind of go to these events. So being able to be here and network and make friends has been such a blessing.
I've been a Pokemon fan since it came out back in 1996, so almost 30 years, so you're talking 29 years.
Pokemon is the biggest brand in the world, with millions of fans all over the globe. Thousands of them have descended upon the XL to celebrate the Pokémon International Championships. At the event, we not only have the Pokémon Centre, but also the Pokémon Museum, cosplay events, as well as obviously card trading. Card trading is big business and a huge part of this event. Logan Paul recently spent over $5 million on a Pokemon card that he wore to a WWE match. Coming to events like these, you may be surprised by the age demographic of the people that are here. People who grew up with these games when they were younger, traded the Pokemon cards in the playground, even if we didn't quite know how to do it, are now passing on that love of Pokemon to their own kids. So Pokemon, 29 years, how do you think it's remained so relevant and so popular over all that time?
We're a family-friendly entertainment property, and I think part of its popularity relates back to, if you go back to the very, very first game, it was about trading with your friends. And so you make friends through playing Pokemon. And over the years, we've had Pokemon Go in 2016. That brought more people into the brand, partly because, now millennials, they're adults, they have their own kids. They're teaching their kids to play, spreading the love of Pokemon. And I think through families, through friendship is really what's been sustaining the brand. Our mission as a company is to bring people together through Pokemon. And I think that's the secret. So for Pokemon, this event has over 5,000 attendees. We have 50 different countries and regions participating at this show. Most others are much smaller events and more exclusive. We're running an open tournament that allows people from all over the world to compete. So this is one of the largest esport events in the world as a result.
BBC journalist Mariko recently managed to get an interview with the CEO of the Pokémon Company, where they spoke about lots of different things. But most importantly, what's Ash up to now?
I believe the original game was groundbreaking because it allowed users to exchange Pokemon that you catch with your friends and other players. So it wasn't an introverted activity, but it became a tool to actively communicate with others. The number of Pokemon, which started at 151, has increased to more than 1,000 today, and their fans also grew and now span across several generations. Our mission statement is to enrich both the real world and the virtual world with the Pokemon characters. Pokemon Go is the perfect example, because you can look for Pokemon in the real world.
What about counterfeits and patent infringement? You recently sued the maker of the hit survival adventure game Palworld. What are you doing about those fake Pokemon?
We've been fighting fakes since the beginning. The more popular Pokemon became, the worse the problem. It affects our creativity, and our customers get disappointed when they receive products that aren't authentic.
But that's not their only challenge. I'm at one of 24 Pokémon centers where they sell toys, stationeries, cars, you name it. But there's a separate resale market where Pokémon cards change hands at astronomical price tags. Influencer Logan Paul currently holds the world's Guinness records for the most expensive Pokémon trading card, which he bought for more than $5 million.
If the cards are rare or seen as vintage, their value goes up. But it's not our place to say that they are not valuable. To us, the true value of Pokémon is to play, have fun, and communicate with friends.
Along with Hello Kitty and Super Mario, Pokémon is one of Japan's 3 big soft power. And the Pokémon Company is the only one that remains private despite its huge revenue.
Hello Kitty is one of the characters for Sanrio, and Super Mario is one of the characters for Nintendo. But Pokémon is the only thing we do at the Pokémon Company. So whatever profit we make from Pokémon gets reinvested in Pokémon. If we go public, we have to focus on growing our profitability, and our investors might ask, what are you going to do when the popularity of Pokémon dies down? And our answer will be, we'll go bust when Pokémon is no longer popular.
I've got some questions from my kids who are big Pokémon fans. There have been some controversies over the decision to retire Ash, or Satoshi in Japanese. They want to know what happened to him in his retirement.
That's the hardest question you asked today. Well, Ash and Pikachu's journey might have ended on camera, but it's only what you see on TV. Even though the TV camera might not be following them, Ash's journey is continuing, and his partner Pikachu is right next to him.
We asked a few cosplayers if they had any ideas about what Ash is up to now.
I think he's chilling, honestly, because he's gotten the highest grade, he's up there. So maybe he's chilling, or perhaps maybe he's training the younger generation. Because I'd love to see him in the new anime, because I'm watching that now on BBC iPlayer actually, Pokemon Horizon. So make sure you watch that because it's
shout
really
out,
good, obviously.
I think Ash is living the quiet life. I think he's taken retirement to heart, and he's using his Pokemon just to help him with household chores. Maybe if he pops to the shops, he jumps on Dragonite's back, or he uses Gengar to maybe help him do shopping. Things like that.
I think he still wants to aim to be the best Pokemon master, but obviously going on his own journey with Pikachu.
I think I can see him helping out Professor Oak, kind of being an assistant to him. That would be really nice, going back to the roots of things. That would be really cool.
I imagine he's still probably adventuring around the world. I just hope he started aging up a little bit.
Well, my personal hopes is that he went on. If I'm honest, I'd like to say he went back to Kalos for Serena. I know people online might get a little upset about that, but that's what I would hope. Maybe settle down and, grow out to bring out a new generation of champions.
Speaking to Pokemon fans today, you really start to realise this isn't just about nostalgia. This is about community. Whether you're here for the Pokemon Museum, Pokémon Centre, or the cosplay, or the championships, or any other aspect of this amazing event, you're here together. Everyone here has a common interest, and everyone feels part of something. Ash may have moved on from Pokemon, but these fans haven't, and I don't think they ever will.